Look at her, almost clear of the water. Easy now, bring her up slow. Look at the extent of this corrosion on the boom.
We'll need a full ultrasonic scan here.
I'm getting pitting readings near the spar.
Pressure washing the radiator intakes on the booms, clearing out decades of debris. Removing a rusted panel to find a nest of debris inside the wing and cleaning it out.
Rinsing the entire airframe with clean water. It looks metallic again, but dark gray.
Squeegeeing the water off the wing surface to inspect the metal condition.
The plane is now clean of debris, sitting dry but oxidized and dull in the workshop.
Removing the Allison V12 engine block, lifting it out of the nacelle with a crane. All right, keep it steady on your side.
Right.
Copy that, watching the hydraulics.
Taking out the old instrument panel, wires hanging loose behind it. Removing the pilot's bucket seat, the leather is rotted and torn.
Drilling out the floor of the cockpit to access the control cables.
Separating the landing gear assembly from the wheel well.
Sandblasting the steel engine mount frame, rust flying off to leave gray steel.
pulling a shiny, clean structural rib out of the chemical bath. Inspecting the main wing spar for cracks using a magnifying glass.
Cutting out a corroded section of the aluminum frame with a rotary tool. Measuring a new piece of alclad aluminum sheet for replacement.
The skeleton of the plane is now prepped for the rebuild.
Drilling holes through the new skin using the old skin as a template.
Removing the clecos one by one to reveal a row of perfect silver rivets. Fitting the new curved metal piece onto the engine nacelle. Perfect fit. Installing new hydraulic lines. Bending stainless steel tubes perfectly. Restoring the landing gear legs, painting them silver, and installing new seals. Pressing new bearings into the wheel hubs. Attaching the landing gear back onto the frame, testing the retraction mechanism. Reskinning the tail fins, the metal is taut and smooth. Installing the fuel tanks inside the wings. The main structure is back together, looking like a factory-fresh, unpainted plane. Wide shot of the silver airframe reflecting the workshop lights.
The V12 engine block on a stand, stripped down and cleaned.
Adjusting the valves. Precise mechanical movement.
Painting the engine block glossy black, or gray depending on model.
Installing the rebuilt carburetor and wiring harness.
Bolting the engine mounts, torquing the bolts with a click.
Restoring the cockpit gauges, painting the tiny needles white. Installing the restored instrument panel into the cockpit. Upholstering the pilot's seat with fresh brown leather.
Connecting the throttle levers, moving them forward and back.
Installing new plexiglass into the canopy frame.
peeling off the protective film. Sliding the canopy onto the cockpit rails, it glides perfectly. Fitting the propeller blades into the hub. Painting the tips of the propeller blades bright yellow. Attaching the propellers to the engines, spinning them by hand. Checking the electronics. The cockpit lights glow green.
The mechanical work is done. The plane is functional.
A buffer wheel touching the dull aluminum skin, turning it into a mirror immediately.
Polishing the nose cone, the camera reflection becomes visible in the metal.
Buffing the wings, the reflection of the ceiling lights ripples across the surface.
Masking off the area for the anti-glare panel on the nose. Spraying matte olive drab paint on the nose.
Keep it steady at 72 inches.
72 inches confirmed, making the line now.
Looks good, nice and straight.
Spraying white stripes, then black stripes.
Applying the U.S. Army Air Force star and bar decal to the side. Painting the serial numbers in black on the tail fins.
Wiping down the entire aircraft with a microfiber cloth, no fingerprints left.
The plane looks better than new, a gleaming silver sculpture.
Removing the jack stands, the plane settles onto its tires for the first time.
Sunlight hits the polished aluminum. The glare is blindingly bright.
The left propeller slowly turns, coughs smoke, and roars to life.
The right propeller starts up, both engines idling smoothly. Speeding up for takeoff, the tail lifting off the ground.
Wheels leaving the runway, the landing gear retracting into the wells.
Final shot. The P-38 parked at sunset, gleaming, fully restored to glory.